here today in, what class is this? AP Bio. And those of you who are at home, after you watch this video, I have a Google form for you to fill out. I will see you back in school on Thursday. Everybody in this room, you're my aide, so you don't have anything anyway, but you guys don't have anything tomorrow. So tomorrow is a teacher in service. You guys are at home. Nobody has any work for tomorrow. So you get the day off. Yay. I don't get the day off, I'm here. Yay. We have fun stuff. All right, let's go ahead and start. We have been talking, it's just an introduction chapter to AP Bio. And as I was discussing with the other kids here, that we may be going to Zoom classes. Chapter 1, they're shaking their heads. Chapter 1 is just like an introduction chapter. It kind of talks about just some of the basic stuff that you've learned every single year in science class. Once we get into chapter 2, then we really start to hit the AP stuff. Just like we did the keystones, it's pretty heavy on the chemistry and biochemistry. So I do need everybody to really pay attention more and get more involved. I'll let you know about the Zoom classes. It might not be Zoom, it might be Google Meets. We will see. All right, DNA is the genetic information, and you know this. Hopefully you remember all of this stuff from biology. The differences in organisms is based on their different nucleotide sequences. So you have about 3 billion different nucleotides per cell. Each of those are going to be the unique genetic code that makes you you. Most of your DNA is not you specific. Most of the DNA that you have is things that mean that you have 2 arms, you have 2 eyes, you have 2 legs, and you have 1 heart with 4 chambers. Your particularly mammalian characteristics or your human characteristics. If we were going to do a search and we were going to try to figure out who the father is, I think we do a 12-point match. So we're looking at 12 specific chromosomal, not the chromosomes, but we're looking at nucleotide sequences that are different between organisms. So we would match those up with mom and dad or possible mom and dad to determine who the parent is. If we were doing it for FBI, I think there's 30. And the chances of you having the exact DNA as somebody else is 1 in 300 trillion. And I forget who's in this class, but I don't think anybody is a identical twin. No, I don't think we have any identical twins currently. So nobody has the exact DNA as anybody else in this school. Right? Even the Grachicks. Because they are mirror twins. I don't know, I'm going to have to go ask her. I'll ask Mr. G in a minute. Pardon?
You should harass them.
Harass them?
Yeah.
Like how?
Go to their house at night and yell at them about being twins.
Yeah. Some cultures do weird stuff with twins. I don't know if I ever told you guys the story, but when we were in Cuba, did I tell you about Cuba? So we're in Cuba, and it was weird. I had all those weird feelings that I get when I go places that's weird. So I was already kind of on edge, and the kids were 2 and 4, and so I was pushing them in a stroller, and the girl's big and the boy's kind of little, so they looked like they were the same size in the stroller. And every single person would look at us, and then they'd be like, "Are those twins?" And then we'd say no, and then they'd carry on. But it was every single person we passed. Not every. The young kids didn't care, the old people cared. So it was really weird. Yeah, that was my face too. I'm like, let's go. It was a weird, the whole thing was weird, but that was even weird.
Twins
they were super concerned. Pardon?
Twins are forbidden.
They might be forbidden, I have no idea. It was weird. There's nothing to say other than it was a weird place. The cars were cool. I think it's super adorable because the boy says things like anytime he sees an old car, he doesn't call them old cars, he calls them Cuba cars. So he's like, "Look, Mom, there's a Cuba car." It's adorable. He's cute. I made him. For the different species, remember, when we are looking at DNA, it's a double strand. And on each strand, we call it polynucleotide. So that means many nucleotides. What makes up a nucleotide?
RNA, I don't know. DNA.
Girl, do you remember what makes up a nucleotide? What 3 things makes up a nucleotide?
Sugar.
Sugar?
Spice and everything else.
Dad just said sugar, spice, and everything nice. That's what makes me up. It's mask break time. BT dub. Let me take this off. No, a sugar, a phosphate, and a nitrogenous base. So when we're looking at this strand, we have down the one side.
Camille, that's what I said.
You did not say that.
Yes,
you did not say that. You did not say that. Sugar, phosphate, sugar, phosphate, sugar, phosphate makes up the sugar phosphate backbone. And then the nucleic or the nucleotides, or why can't I think? Sugar, phosphate, nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous bases stick off of the ends. Okay, so these different sequences are the things that are going to make you different from the person sitting next to you. Other than you're a boy and a girl. There's so much dancing. There's just dancing in every class. I don't know what this dancing is. Although it's really funny because third period I have the online class. And then so I have to walk down the middle school hallway, and every single girl who's walking is just like this as they're walking. And they are just doing TikTok dances the whole way down the hall.
The TikTok slaves.
It's hilarious. All organisms have a similar set of characteristics. First is complex organization. Here is a sunflower. Even the sunflowers have lots of organization. Single-celled organisms, lots of organization, lots of complexity in them, even though they're single-celled. They can do everything that you can do, just more compact. Second characteristic is regulation of internal, you're not supposed to look at that, internal conditions. And what do we call that?
Homeostasis.
Homeostasis. Whoa. I know, I forgot that was up there. So, when you get hot, what happens?
You sweat.
You sweat. When you get cold, what do?
You shiver.
You shiver. When your dog gets hot, what does he do? Hands. What does this guy do? What's his adaptation for heat? He doesn't just die. If he just died, there wouldn't be more of them.
Isn't it about
what
his
is
ears?
it?
It's his ears. Right. Yeah, it's his ears. If you're looking at his ears, you can see that they're really thin. You can see the veins that are in them. So as the air blows through them, that's going to help pull him. That's his adaptation for heat.
What is that?
A rabbit.
I can't see.
Oh my God.
Do you have glasses?
I have contacts in, but they're really old contacts.
Okay. I got glasses this summer and contacts because I got pink eye.
Wow. Last time you put poop in your eye.
Yeah, I know. It was probably just Corona or something, because that's one of the things. But it was, yeah, probably. It was like in April. And I came into school because we had in-service, and it was 4:20. And I had to wear my mask, and it was when you guys got to come in to like clean out your lockers. And I did have this kid, and I'm like there talking to the kids in the hall, and this girl goes, "Mrs. Kania, are you Chetty?" Like, I'm not Chetty. I have pink eye. It was awful. But I didn't have any glasses, so I had to wear my contacts and just have like pink eyes until stuff opened in June. And then I got contacts and glasses. I'm not gonna wear my glasses.
She can't be Chetty if she can't get weird.
I can't. Exactly. I have a story when this camera turns off. Growth and development is the next one. So everything is going to grow and develop. Humans go through what's called direct development. So you have all of the same parts as you did whenever you were a fetus, as opposed to a butterfly that does indirect development, where they were a caterpillar, then a chrysalis, and then a butterfly. Spray hand sanitizer?
Mask spray.
Masks? What is mask spray?
It's essential oil and water, and so it's like my oil that like unclogs my nose. So I spray it on my mask, and then it dries, and then it like makes my mask smell good.
This genius has mask spray, and I mean genius like nicely, not like meanly.
Look at this genius.
I know. No, and it's essential oils and water, and it goes on the inside of her mask and makes her mask smell nice. And
I can breathe.
next is response to environmental stimuli or to the stimulus. So like this is a Venus flytrap, and there's little hairs on there, so whenever an insect comes along and it stimulates those, then it's going to cause it to close. Do you have mask spray too?
No.
Oh. Is that hand sanitizer?
Yeah.
Man, I don't have any of it. Oh, look how cute you two match.
I had mine first. Don't spray it in your mouth like Katie.
Do not spray it in your mouth.
His sister did.
Of course she did.
I wonder what it tastes like.
She's like, it smells good.
Ew. It tastes like cleaner.
Yeah, no kidding, it tastes like cleaner.
She just stood there like until I gave her goldfish. Then she was fine.
This happened in your home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Your poor mother. The Venus flytrap doesn't usually like snap shut. It kind of closes slowly so that it scares it, so they don't move. Kind of like if you were to get a fly. We have these giant flies at church, and I'm kind of a fly ninja, so they're like huge, like they're this big. And if you go over and you just like whack them, they don't die. So you have to like slowly go and then get them, kill them.
And then eat them.
You know, I can't kill something. That's so exciting. I mean, I could kill him like a man with my bare hands and that would be okay, but I've been having problems trying to kill these tomato bugs that are eating my tomatoes because I feel sad for their little tomato bug families that are waiting for them at home. And so instead, I just pick them off of the plant and I put them into this solo cup that has foil over top of it so they suffocate to death. But I'm not
the dinner table set.
physically killing them. What?
Their place at the dinner table set. Their mother's waiting on them at home.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't make me cry. They have wasp larvae all over their backs. So they have lots of wasps and they're yucky looking and they eat my tomatoes.
Just an Uber driver.
It is not just an Uber driver, they're gross. So I can kill flies, that's good. Spiders, I let go.
Oh no, spiders I kill at a
Mm-mm. I like them.
No, I don't care.
Ability to reproduce and evolve. Remember, we're looking at reproducing things that are the same as you, so it has to be your same species. And we hit species later. The last couple of slides. Organisms are classified as either prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Prokaryotes do not have a nucleus, nor do they have membrane-bound organelles. Eukaryotes do have both of those. Within the prokaryotes, we have domains archaea, which are the really old bacteria that we don't come into contact with unless you're at like a hot spring or the really, really deep hydrothermal vents. Domain bacteria are the ones that are things like chlamydia and E. coli and, I don't know, salmonella, any of the normal bacteria that you think of. In domain eukarya, we then classify them, that's the same thing. We classify them how they get their energy or what they look like. So the first thing are the protists. They are the only exclusively unicellular group. Then the ones that are multicellular, the fungus, so fungus are a little odd because most of them are multicellular, but some of them are unicellular, like yeast and some of the molds. But they are all heterotrophs that absorb their food. Plants are the only autotrophic group, and they have a cell wall made of cellulose. And then animals, which is of course what you are multicellular heterotrophs that ingest your food. You ingest, digest, absorb, excrete. All right, tomorrow you have nothing. You get the day off. I have to talk to a guy about my retirement in 27 years, and then we have some other required training that we have to do. You guys have the day off. No, it's suicide awareness training.
Oh.
Yeah, it's awful, like awful.
Why?
Emotional, particularly in light of things that have recently happened. It's pretty awful. Yeah, it's a pretty craptacular day emotionally.
It's good that they have it.
It is. It's state mandated. It has gotten harder in the last year or two. So we have that. Thursday, Thursday, you guys will be home. You're watching the videos. A people, you're here. Friday, the opposite. And then that's it.
Whoa.
All right. Goodbye, A group. I'll see you on Thursday.